Most of you here who actually pays attention to what we do at Titanic Honor and Glory knows me as the guy who models the interiors of the ship and knows a lot about those interior spaces. And that's true. I have so many useless Titanic facts up here in my head circling around. Like there were 56 toilets, 6 urinals, 49 sinks, and 45 bathtubs on sea deck. There's a lot floating around in the tempest that is my brain, and if I could transfer a lot of it into the virtual realm that is this ship we're trying to make, it would get done a lot faster. But anyways, I happen to know a lot more about Titanic than just interior details like bathtubs and tile decor. Because quantity over quality matters for some reason. I've been studying Titanic for over 25 years. Titanic originally fascinated me not because of her design, but because of the story surrounding her. There's a never-ending novel that could be written about her passengers, construction, discovery, and more. And I always want to learn more and more about this ship and these stories. I don't consider myself an expert or historian on anything, since there's always something more I can discover or learn. But as of late, the internet has been swamped with Titanic experts and historians claiming to post stories and lists, god-awful top 10 lists sometimes, about Titanic that are usually cringeworthy and falsehoods and full of sensationalism. However, this has been part of Titanic's story since hours after she sank. Reporters wanted the best stories from survivors, and sometimes they'd offered them sums of monies for that best story. And sometimes a handful of money was sometimes understandably very tempting for a survivor who just lost everything in the sinking of the ship. So they made sure to give that reporter a very good story. So historians needed to read these testimonies to decipher truth from exaggeration. Today's new generation of historians needs to do the same with these new 5-minute documentaries that are always coming out. And much like Titanic survivors, I can understand the temptation of watching a 5-minute documentary instead of reading a 300-page textbook about the Titanic. But I am in the point of my Titanic career where I need to get these thoughts swarming around my brain on the pages of one of these textbooks. But, alas, I need to finish my digital ship first, and I still want to share with you guys what I know about Titanic. The team wants to prove to you what our design choices were when making the game. And I really want to counter-argue with all these terrible 5-minute videos and conspiracy theories that don't cite their sources. But it can get rather overwhelming. So what the heck am I rambling about? Where is the status update? What is going on? If you're still watching, thank you. I'm happy to report that everyone is working on the game daily. But what you might not know is one of the main reasons why this project is taking so long is juggling real life with Titanic life. Many of the team are volunteering time and resources to create what they do. So many of you have purchased 3D models and prints from us, and that's so awesome. And like the contributions, almost all that money has gone to assets or production stuff. There are a lot of bills to pay just to keep our little LLC afloat. And there are a lot of bills to pay for a little individual like me. Like every millennial, I have student loan bills. I remember back when we did our second Indigo campaign and someone suggested we were just a scam to get rich quick. Rich quick? They were posting all over Facebook about it. I replied to them saying there were faster methods to scam people and getting money than rebuilding the entire Titanic. And if I was that smart, I wouldn't have student loans in the first place. And we're still getting that weird hate. We might indeed have some lofty dreams and goals with this project, but I don't think any of us are trying to get rich quick. We might dare be trying to make a living doing what we love, which is Titanic. So that brings me back to my original question. What is going on? After seeing all the videos being posted online about Titanic from people who know nothing about Titanic, the facts and figures in my head about Titanic, the pressure to finish the game, and my student loan bills, this memory came up to haunt me on Facebook. 11 years ago, I said, Matt DeWinkeleer wishes his career was just telling people Titanic facts all day. And indeed, what a mistake that was. So I decided, let's do it, and launch a Titanic University channel. While actually making Titanic, I can teach about the ship and her story. I know I won't be finishing my books anytime soon, but who cares? As pointed out to me many times, I don't need to write books. I'm a millennial. I have the internet to fall back on. I need to use it to my full advantage. I'm going to use my student loan debt, I mean my 2 degrees, my film degree and my business degree, the internet, my desire to argue with the conspiracy nuts, the growing rage inside me to prove everyone wrong who shouts on Facebook, all in capitals, on a soapbox, inaccurate Titanic facts all days without sources, to provide updates for Titanic Honor and Glory, and finally, hopefully, support myself financially a little bit. Yes, I am also launching a Patreon alongside this Titanic University channel. It will be for those who really love Titanic and want to help me out a little bit more. I'll make sure to give little presents that I enjoy giving, like 3D prints and a discussion forum and live streaming of my modeling progress and such. I actually think it will help me to finish and research the ship more to have this community of support. But I'm sure there are a lot of people who are hesitant this means the game will be affected or I'm just looking for more ways to scam people. Like I said, there are faster and more efficient ways to rip people off than rebuilding Titanic. I believe this will benefit everyone who wants to learn about Titanic. You'll not only learn tons about Titanic in the videos, but you'll be told where to go to learn more afterwards. Think of the videos as Titanic Spark Notes, and then the full details of what book to get to learn more will be in the description or pinned in the comments. So authors, don't fret, your books will be cited. As I said, I hate when videos don't cite their sources. We don't plan to compete with fellow Titanic YouTubers either. We're adding to the community, not trying to take away Titanic content. There's a void of this type of Titanic information. Right now the big thing that's out there are these awful top 10 videos. And most importantly, there will still be a lot of videos about Titanic, Honor and Glory, the game itself. How parts are made, how various ship components are researched. These videos won't be here on THG's page since they'll be more history related. And this game channel we don't want to overwhelm with more historical learning content. So, if you want to learn more about Titanic, make sure to subscribe to Titanic University. The link is down in the description, and if you are so inclined, please check out my Patreon page. That link is down below too. It would help me so much and I would be so grateful. You have all done so much for us and we are literally overwhelmed by all the support. No matter what you decide to do, you'll still see videos here on THG's YouTube, and links to the Titanic University will be on our Facebook and our main page. Thank you, students, for your time. I hope to see you at the first lecture ready to learn with your books wide open.